Thiazide says, I need relationship advice. Thiazide, I'm so glad you asked, because let me tell you something. My brain is roasted. I can't come up with something, but I can riff on something. See my frazzled hair? The hotness on my face? Well, this hotness can't be earned. Let me just throw that out. You gotta be born with it. Oh, or it has to be like 100 degrees outside. I'm getting off mark. Let me pull back to what I want to say. Hi, Sheriff. Thiazide, if you need relationship advice, I'm the right person to talk to. Where are you, Despy? Come here. Thiazide says, what if the guy is generally pretty quiet and the girl is angry that he doesn't talk more? If it's the guy's personality, does he need to just work harder to talk more or something? What in the F does the guy do? What an interesting question! First of all, let's hurt this guy. Okay, here's we're coming back to the relationship thing. About the quietness versus loudness. What's who supposed to do? Okay, here's the thing. Here's how it works. In a relationship, if there is a problem, both people are at fault. Both people should accept fault. And I don't mean fault in a, ha, you are the one to blame. Not in a blame sense, but if you both accept fault, then it means that either one of you can be the person responsible for making things better. Here's the thing. I'm not going to run this out. I'm going to run out the animal companion because we're just going to get Huffer again. Ah, crap. If you're both at fault, then either one of you can take the steps to fix that. Because very often, a problem... Ow, Sheriff, you fucking asshole. Very often in a relationship, things are going wrong. Not because anyone's doing anything officially wrong. Instead, execute. Rats. Rather, it's just that something isn't quite lining up. It isn't quite lining up. So here's a simple example. Let's say you live with your lady and you leave the toilet seat up. It's just a habit of yours, you just leave it up, you don't think, you've only ever lived by yourself. You leave the toilet seat up. Should I just keep shooting him? I think I should keep shooting him.
The face will obey me.
And let's say this really bothers your girlfriend a lot. It's kind of a contrived example, but let's say this is the case. Either you can say to yourself, you know what, I really need to take the steps to try to just remember to put the seat down. That's easy enough for me, I can do that. Or she can go, you know what, it's not a big deal. I really shouldn't be so sensitive about this particular issue. Like,
let's get moving.
Either one of those is completely fine.
One day, I'll be a real knight.
I think the most important thing is, one, be able to talk about it. Thiazide, if you're in a relationship, I would just sit her down and say, hey, I want to talk about something you've been bringing up, which is that, you know, you don't feel like I'm talking a lot. Just quiet, you want to talk more. Thiazide says, clearly communication is important. I'm talking about general conversation, just as a side note. I may have lost track of where you were referring to. So, like, if I was in a situation where, and here's the original message, says, well, if the guy's generally pretty quiet and the girl is angry that he doesn't talk more. If this guy's personality doesn't need to work hard or something. Guy doesn't have to work harder. You, like, the guy in that situation could say, I'm gonna make myself talk more. The girl in that situation could say, I'm gonna be cool with him not talking as much. Both those are fine. They're both absolutely fine. So many war codas. Now, so this is just a general thing. If this is just generally going on with, like, a person where someone's, like, I don't know, upset at you for not talking that much. God, Hunter, best class, best class. If this is just a general thing, if, like, I'm the guy, there's, like, times that I just want to be quiet, if someone's like, talk more, a lot of times I'm like, fuck off, like, I don't want to talk today, why would you try to make me do something? That's really weird. But if you're in a relationship and this is like an actual thing, I would just sit down and say, let's begin a chat about this. What is it that's really bothering you? And then you can just sort of do the usual nonviolent communication thing, you know, like, I've been feeling pressured. I've been feeling blank when blank happens. As a proposal, I feel like maybe blank would occur. What do you think?
Tremble because I'm not yours.
Let the games begin.
Firesight says, so the easiest solution would be for me to try to talk more, right? I think that is definitely the wrong way to go about it. The solution shouldn't ever be, oh, I guess I'm just going to do it. I think the conversation that begins. God, look at this, Mage Best Class. I think the conversation is so important. Because here's what would be bad. For you to guess that what she actually wants is for you to talk more, and then to do that. To just guess. Because a lot of times people say, this is what's bothering me, but that's not actually what's bothering them. For instance, someone might say, dude, you're being really quiet. Why aren't you talking more? That bothers me. And what's actually bothering them is that they are saying something and you're not responding. Like, imagine if someone talks for 10 minutes about their day, and at the end you go, okay. It kind of sucks, right? That kind of sucks to be told, okay. It's a lot nicer to go, oh, that sounds like a really hard day. Yeah, wow, that's... I'm sorry that happened, but I think you'll get through it. In this conversation, this responding person has not talked very much in both contexts. Maybe that might be the issue. So that's why I would first absolutely talk. Like, I've had that conversation before, like, why aren't you talking very much? Talk more. And the issue is actually that there's no... It doesn't feel like there's a conversation happening. Because here's something that I have had great experience with. I'm an all-star. I have, in the past, it is much less, but in the past, I've been in a situation where someone says, this is what I want. And I think, okay, I can do that. And then I just, I do it a little resentfully because I don't like being told what to do. And then this kind of builds up where I've done like 5 things that I was told to do. And it turns out each of the 5 things did not address any of the 5 actual underlying issues that were going on. So don't do that. There you go, Firesight. Look at this. Who's the king? Who's the king of the underworld? Alright. I'm gonna play some music.